and welcome to another edition of the Q&Q Sports Desk. Special edition today as we'll be discussing Thanksgiving Day football and all things related to Thanksgiving and as we wrap up our fall season. So I'm your host, Kevin Mahoney, the athletic director over at Quincy High School, alongside my co-host, JJ Nyemke, the athletic director over at North Quincy. JJ, welcome back, and obviously exciting time around the schools.
Oh yeah. This is always a great part of the season and a great part of the year, Thanksgiving Day, a.k.a. Turkey Day, We always have this big rivalry that goes on, and like I said, it's one of the most historic rivalries in the state. 87 years we've been going at this, Quincy, North Quincy, and it's always a great time of the year. The kids, they get to come together one day of the year and really compete against each other. But all these kids are friends. They grow up together too as well. They played in the youth league together too, so you get the best of both sides there. So our underclassmen, our freshmen, and our sophomore our JV teams get to start off this rivalry this Saturday. Our freshmen go off against each other at 9 a.m. at Veterans Stadium this Saturday, and our JV play right after at 11 a.m. And then we have the North Quincy alumni football game after that at 1:30ish around there. So it's going to be a fun-filled day over at Veterans Stadium. So it's exciting stuff, Kevin.
Yeah, that's great. Even the younger groups, they really just starting to get involved in the rivalry, but they really embrace it, and it's it's obviously an exciting Saturday, and then we'll just keep going as we head into next week, and we'll have the Hall of Fame dinner on Tuesday night, 6:30 at the Sons of Italy. They'll introduce those guys, as well as our seniors are invited to that. So it's always a nice touch for the kids. 2 nights before the game, they listen to all these guys that have gone through the programs, whether it's Quincy or North, hear their stories of their games and things of that nature. So it's nice. It's a nice touch for our kids, anyways. And then we'll have our pep rallies on Wednesday, and then we'll roll right into Thanksgiving Day after that. So it's coming up quick.
Yeah. It always this time of the year, there's always a lot of stuff going on. So it may seem it flies by. It really does. There's always something going on, so it does fly by. Like you said, we have a fun-filled week coming up this week. For anybody that's looking for tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game, they are on sale now at both high schools and all 5 middle schools. We have a pre-sale amount of $5. The game day amount is $10 for adults, and for senior citizens and students, it's $5 at the gate. But make sure you get them early so you don't have to wait in line. We're expecting a pretty big crowd. The weather right now is anticipating to be a pretty nice day, so we're expecting a big crowd this year. So make sure you get your pre-sale tickets at, like I said, both high schools and all 5 middle schools in the city.
Perfect. Yeah. Definitely a good point. Just avoid the long lines. Get the tickets now. But the game on Thanksgiving Day will be at 10 a.m. We'll start at 10 a.m. Kickoff will be at 10 at Veterans Memorial Stadium. The guys here at QATV will actually broadcasting the game live this year, so that's a nice touch.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
They're going to start their pregame coverage at 9:30, and then we just roll right into the game at kickoff at 10 a.m. So that will be a nice touch for us, and should be obviously an exciting game for our kids and the community. It really, like you said, it really brings the entire city together on that one particular morning. So it's really special, and I think it's a special tradition that Quincy has that's unmatched.
Yeah, definitely separates us from the rest of the state, I think.
Absolutely.
Kids get to come and compete together in a nice, healthy atmosphere, but yet they're still all friends too as well.
Exactly.
So it's always a great time of the day. So a great time of the year, I should say.
So that pretty much for Thanksgiving, that pretty much details everything that we have coming up and the game itself. We wanted to kind of transition also, and just to wrap up the rest of our fall sports. Obviously, most of our teams have finished up their seasons. They had successful seasons, and we had some recognition at the league on the league level for All-Stars. So if you want to jump in, Jay, I guess we can start with our football guys, even though because that's kind of the theme here. But you just want to run down your All-Stars on that end.
So we were able to we had 3 players this year that earned All-Stars in the Patriot League. We had our sophomore Matthew Craig at linebacker and running back. We have junior Lamb Hines at receiver, running back, linebacker. Our regular Renaissance man pretty much does it all right there, so that's always good there. And then we have our senior captain, Michael Levine, who plays center for us, and he also plays some D-line for us too as well. So congratulations to those 3 guys that were honored as Patriot League All-Stars.
Awesome. Yeah, and then on the Quincy side of things, we had 3 as well that got selected. We had 2 seniors that were selected, Kevin Ferrent, who's on O-line, D-line, and the other senior was Thomas Lee, who's one of our captains as well. Plays linebacker, kind of mixed him around actually all year. He was at fullback, now he's at O-line, so he bounces around as well. And then our junior running back, Isaiah Steinberg, who's had a really good season for us on the ground. A few games he's had like 200+ rushing yards and whatnot. So those three guys were recognized for Patriot League All-Stars as well. So congrats to them. Moving right along on Quincy's side of things, we had 3 girls that were recognized for Patriot League All-Stars in girls volleyball. After the successful campaign that they had, they were able to get 3 slotted for All-Stars this year. So 2 of them were seniors, Allison McMorrow and Juliana Tracy, who were both very strong players at the net for us this year. And then our junior, which was Alyssa Ruwan, was our libero, so she's pretty much all over the court and diving, making crazy plays and whatnot. So congrats to those 3 girls, well deserved, obviously, after the season that they had, being Fisher League champs and making a little run in the tournament. So that was obviously an exciting season to watch.
Yeah. You guys had a great season, so congratulations to that. Our girls, they battled tough. They played tough. It wasn't the year that they were expecting, but they played great, and we were so proud of our girls, too, as well. Kind of a transitioning year with a whole new staff and some new students, too, as well. So they did great. But our senior captain, Olga Kaczynski, was awarded Patriot League All-Star. She had a great year. She really, led the team and did a great job, setting the foundation for our underclassmen. So congratulations to her, too, as well.
Awesome. And then on both sides of things for Q&Q cross country.
Yep. We're combining cross country.
Combining cross country, we had the 2 All-Stars that were selected were from Quincy High, but they had some really good running season. Both performed pretty well at the league meet. So one on the girls' side was Leslie Acevedo, who's a senior at Quincy. I think she was also an All-Star last year too, so transitioned into that this year. And then a sophomore, which is Robert Cannon on the boys' side. So young kid, but he only runs. That's all he does. I see him
just
running
like
around gym classes. Gym classes he's running. He does winter track, spring track. He's always moving. So those 2 obviously well deserved on the cross country side of things.
Absolutely.
So that was good. And then in golf this year, we both had 1 All-Star. So on my side was our senior, Ryan Quirk, who had a really good season individually scoring. Obviously, his average improved from last year. He kind of took on that lead role as being the top guy that they send off in the group and whatnot. So he performed well this year and deserved All-Star. So
and on our end, on the North Quincy end, we saw all our scores really drop, all across the board for all our players. So we're really proud at how they really, took to this off season to really make it a point to try and get better and try to improve their game. And the one team that really led the way on that was our junior Tom Roach, who was not only an All-Star, was named league MVP too as well. So congratulations to Tom Roach on his hard work and all the effort that he put into the off season too as well. So we're really proud of him and the effort that our golf players gave this season. So congratulations, Tom. Well deserved and well earned.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely well deserved for Tom. I remember seeing him at the Q&Q matches. So obviously well deserved on his end. And then over at Quincy, we did have All-Stars that were recognized for boys and girls soccer. Both teams didn't have the best seasons that they wanted. I think they both had high expectations going in. Kind of fell a little bit short of that. But these are the 4 kids that pretty much led their teams this season as seniors. So on the boys' side, we had Ty Chafa and Patrick Rack. And on the girls' side, we had Grace Hoban and Jill O'Toole. So not only scorers on their teams, but also terrific leaders for the younger kids that are coming up, and trying to build that foundation, moving forward for these kids. So that pretty much wraps up for the fall All-Stars and the rest of those sports teams. Being recognized. So but before you know, we'll be already looking forward to the winter.
I know winter's right around the corner here. I know that things are starting a little bit later this year. our winter sports start the Monday after Thanksgiving, so December 2nd.
Yep.
So that's when all our tryouts will be taking place. For all the students out there and all the parents that are watching too as well, make sure you guys get on Family ID and register for the sports. Make sure you have all your physicals in, and make sure you have your concussion impact test so that we can get you rocking and rolling on that first day, on that first Monday.
Exactly. Yeah, it's obviously a busy time that first day, but it helps when everything else is in check and we get all the paperwork squared away and whatnot. So if you guys can just please get that stuff taken care of, then we'll be ready to go, as Jay said, on that first day.
Yeah, it's always sad when we have some kids that can't try out the first day because they might be missing a physical, might not have a concussion impact test or anything like that. So we always want to get that stuff taken care of before so that everybody's good to go on that first day.
Exactly. Yep. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for us.
Yeah.
Obviously, the next time we come back, we'll probably jump right into how our winter season will shape up and schedules and whatnot of that nature. But thank you again for tuning in to another episode of our Q&Q Sports Desk. We want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and hope to see everybody next Thursday for the 87th annual Thanksgiving Day game between Quincy and North Quincy.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah. Have a good one. Take care.